and we noticed our roses are starting to leaf out, so we've started pruning them. There's 3 goals we have when we prune our roses. One is to open up the bush so that there's good airflow through it. So we look for buds that are facing outward and cut right above that. Another thing is we prune out anything that's small, since that won't do much in the coming year. And then the third thing we look for is anything that's dead or diseased looking, and we'll cut that out as well. You want a heavy-duty set of shears to trim your roses. This is a bypass shears. And then you'll also need something to sharpen your shears with. This is just a standard file. And then we like to use either alcohol swabs or then some bleach water and clean our shears off between every rose. If you don't, you can spread disease. If your shears aren't very sharp, you can also damage the stem, and a damaged stem is more susceptible to disease and insect damage. So this branch here is discolored, and so I would definitely cut this out. And my outward facing bud is on the back side here, and I'll just make a cut right above it. So this is my outward facing bud here, and I'm going to cut right above it on an angle so that the main branch coming off of this will be this one and not this one. So this is a pretty small branch, and so I'm going to cut it out at the base. All the roses we grow here are David Austin roses, and several things I looked for, or we looked for before we bought them, was do they do well in a humid climate, because that's what we have in the summer, and are they really cold hardy, because we can get pretty cold temperatures in the winter. So I think one of the things, we've had pretty good success with the ones we have, and I think that's one of the secrets to having nice roses is to check and see what kind do well in your zone. Another thing we do is spread granular fertilizer around the base of the rose right after we prune it. So that's like the spring fertilizer that we put on it. And then again, as soon as they're done with their first flush of blooms. And I think that really helps to make them healthy during the summer. We use a David Austin fertilizer, just the granular one that you can find on his website. We also use the rose spray that we got from him as well, and I feel like that really helped in cutting down disease. Now, we don't like to use chemicals and sprays, but we have really humid summers here, and you just about have to spray your roses if you're going to have nice ones. So we do spray our roses. One other thing we do is put compost around the base of the roses, and we mulch in between them. I think roses are one kind of flower that particularly likes to have cool roots, but really fertile soil as well.